first ever India Today Annie Town Hall. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to talk about India Today Any and welcome you to this special event, India Today Any Town Hall. But the moment the Honorable CM landed, and he put me straight into stress, saying that he is running out of time already before reaching this venue. So I'll have to cut short a lot of things. But still, I'd like to welcome all of you to this first ever India Today Any Town Hall, which, as Afrida has explained, is a kind of engagement with the CMs of these 8 states. Without doing any delay, I would like to request Assam CM Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma to the stage. Welcome, Dr. Sarma, to this first ever India Today Any Town Hall. I would like to start with a very current topic, and it's in everyone's mind now, the Indo-China aggression in Tawang. And it's more relevant because as a state, Assam had faced this aggression in 1962. And now there is a different situation. And the opposition parties, BJP is in power, and the opposition parties are claiming that this is the Modi government is not responding strongly enough to China's aggression. They even wanted a discussion in the parliament, which you have commented that about armed forces you can't discuss in parliament. Now, going back to 1962, when Assam faced a lot of aggression from China, and now that you are in power, your party is in power, how do you respond to these statements by Congress leaders, AAP leaders, that Prime Minister Modi is not strong enough to respond to China's aggression, or demands that trade should be banned? What is your response, and is it your party stand, or is it your own opinion?
Look, Kaushik, this is an issue where I should not comment beyond a point. Conducting diplomatic relation, engaging with China is a prerogative of the government of India. Defense Minister has responded opposition surges in the Lok Sabha. As of now, army in Tawang is engaging with Chinese, and Indian army has already, through defense minister, conveyed to Lok Sabha that we have faced Chinese challenge successfully. We have pushed off Chinese army to their territory, and in the format or in the struggle, we have no casualty. And army has also said that any such future adventure will also be responded very, very promptly and very, very strongly. So after this reassurance from the army and from the government in parliament, I do not think that this debate should be made open, because when you discuss such thing, obviously Chinese will also carefully listen to the debate, and they will draw their strategy based on the discussion. In such crucial time, it is always better for the opposition to conclude the debate with one-liner, that we stand with our army. I think that is the format BJP has followed earlier, and that is the format opposition should follow.
Nobody has questioned the armed forces. They are questioning the political leadership, particularly Prime Minister Modi's leadership. And BJP in the past has never shied away from criticizing Prime Minister Nehru. So it's the criticism of the political leadership.
First of all, we must understand that the opposition wants to convert it to a tamasha. BJP has criticized Nehru after the war. We are criticizing now. event was in 1962. So we have not criticized Nehru in 1962. So this is a current ongoing conflict, and during the ongoing conflict, it is always better for any opposition party to enhance morale of Indian armed forces and also the morale of the people in government. So if you try to differentiate army and prime minister in a two different yardstick, I think you are only exposing your own foolishness. Because who is prime minister? He is leading the front. He is the person who is deciding the policy. Who is defense minister? Who is commander-in-chief of army? So you cannot distinguish in such a situation, okay, this is the army, this is the government, so we will not criticize army, we will only criticize government. I mean, this kind of compartmentalization at the time of conflict, I think people should not think that everyone is foolish, only they are the smart people.
But what's the harm in sharing accurate information with the people?
The point is, what is accurate and inaccurate, it will be decided by army, neither by the journalist, not by the opposition. And also, you have heard Indian Home Minister yesterday that your opposition has taken 1.5 crore rupees for Rajiv Gandhi Foundation from the Chinese embassy. So at this time, without doubting their integrity, I think that time is not right to disclose everything in the parliament. But all the conflicts will be matter of records, documents will be in archive, wherever anyone try to see, wants to analyze, all these things will be available. Nothing can be hidden from the public or hidden from the scrutiny. But I am saying that this is not the time to take the matter to the Parliament of India. And nobody is discussing even in Chinese parliament also. Have you heard Chinese discussing about
China
this?
is not an ideal democracy.
I mean, democracy is different. He is as of now a competitor. So what competitor has not done, why you will do that?
We'll have to compare it with another democracy.
As of now, they are our competitor, not companion. I am saying they are our competitor. When they are not divulging anything in public format, we should not also divulge. Simple one line. People are ready to sacrifice their life. We are sitting here in Guwahati, in Delhi. Let us believe in the people who are fighting in Tawang.
Okay, you have become a great defender of the BJP government at the center.
I have not. I have only defending army.
And also you have become a star campaigner for BJP. Now you campaign in other states beyond Northeast.
I mean, let me clarify. This star campaigner
let
is
me
not
finish the question.
One thing.
Let me
star
finish the
campaigner
question.
is not like what you have seen in Bombay film, that somebody arrive like a star. Star campaigner is a format.
You do arrive like a star because you are mobbed by people.
Simple thing.
You get mobbed by people. We have seen those visuals.
Simple thing.
And
I'll just explain.
And also, apart from that, let me finish the question first. Let me finish the question.
I am not engaging with any debate. Just let me clarify the word. In the common parlance, people think the star campaigner is something big thing. Star campaigner is a simple thing. You have to give the name of 50 people who will do campaign in the election. Their helicopter and other charges book in the party's account. His role is limited to that. He is not something star.
You are a much in demand campaigner because many state units demand for your presence during elections, and you have become a brand ambassador for Hindutva. And many say that you are actually doing this consciously. You are building a national image because you have some national aspirations.
I don't think that I need to respond to this.
That's not very unlike Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma.
If you say that if you are become a brand ambassador of Hindutva, Hindutva is something firm or company that you will become brand ambassador. Hindutva is a religion. You are also a brand ambassador of Hindutva. I am also a Hindutva. It is not a firm or company. You people take Hindutva to the level, as if their company is going on, farm is going on, somebody has been appointed as a brand ambassador. This is not the way.
Hindutva and Hinduism, these are two different things. There is a debate going on. We are not going into that.
I have not read anything where Hindutva and Hinduism.
Why you have been labeled as a Hindutva ambassador is because you raise issues like love jihad. When one individual, a Muslim individual, killed a Hindu woman in Delhi. You claimed it's a case of love jihad, which many believe was a simple crime case. Why do you say so? Why did you raise that religious angle?
I have said that it is a love jihad. You have said this is a simple crime. So now let people decide what is this.
But why do you say so? Do you really believe it was a love jihad?
I think it is a love jihad. That is why I said.
Why? But you have to
because on the
classify
facts
that.
on the facts and circumstances of the case, I have come to the conclusion that this is a case of love jihad.
Okay. So in the same month, there is one person called Prince Yadav killed his ex-girlfriend Aradhana Prajapati in Ajamgarh. Both are Hindus. Then one 48-year-old woman, along with her 25-year-old son, she killed her second husband. All are Hindus. So what do you call this?
So why you people drag all these things?
We drag because if one case is of love jihad, then what is the other case? If Hindus kill Hindus or Hindus kill Muslims,
only by raising this kind of comparison,
you raised an incident of crime as love jihad during elections. Okay. I didn't raise.
Let me tell you. When we say this is a case of love jihad, we go by certain yardstick. We go by the facts and circumstances of the case. By countering that, you want to prove that this is not a case of love jihad, this is a criminal case. So this is a conflict between the people who are secularists, and this is a point of debate between the so-called secularists and so-called nationalists, and that debate will go on.
But you triggered this debate. You first mentioned that it's a case
I think
of love
Kerala
jihad.
High Court triggered this debate first. Then followed by that, we have hundreds of examples where love jihad has been proved as not as a concept, it is a reality. You will dispute it, that is your problem. I will say this is a love jihad. Now let people decide what is that.
Now, your critics also say that your importance in BJP is growing very rapidly because of your money power. Because you are very useful in buying MLAs.
I think I am just the CM of Assam. There are CM of so many big states. My budget is simple. So where from I will get money? Give us some money.
That's what I was thinking. Means if it's not a fact.
I mean, if somebody says that Assam CM can by his money influence national politics, then I'll only laugh at him and I'll ask him that give us some money. More money.
You definitely laugh at all those things, but we saw Maharashtra Shiv Sena rebels.
Look, they came, they gave me 50 lakhs rupees.
That's like underestimating the intelligence of people.
But this is a matter of records. They came here.
Why every time your name is dragged?
They paid complete the bill of hotel reddition with 18% GST. Then they
while your ministers guarded them. I
need to. If you come tomorrow.
If I come tomorrow from Delhi, your ministers will come to guard me. I am staying in this hotel tonight. Will you send some ministers to guard me?
I'll tell you, if tomorrow Mr. Wesi also come to Assam, I have to guard him.
Why did you pick up Wesi?
No, I have to guard him. So, giving security to anybody who is vulnerable, if police in their assessment feel that I have to give security, they will give security. That is not what CM will decide. Second,
but I have never seen ministers guarding vulnerable people. That's the job of Honorable DGP.
Minister is an individual. If he feels that I need to be there in reddition with the team for some point of time, they will do that. My only question is that...
That's why your name gets dragged in.
Huh?
That's why your name gets dragged in.
No, I think if somebody drag my name, I feel proud only. I have no apologies for that. So I don't consider my name has been dragged. That is why today Assam and Ma Kamaikha become a household name in Maharashtra. So good for Assam.
So you are earning name for yourself by sheltering rebel MLAs, by buying MLAs in Jharkhand, trying to buy, or doing something in Goa.
Kosik, these are your analysis, which I do not subscribe to it. You can keep on adding adjective because freedom of press is a very, very essential freedom on the part given by Constitution of India. So you can say anything. Only I'll say humbly that look, Assam CM cannot, anybody, any people in street also will say that CM of Assam cannot dictate course of politics in Maharashtra. So if you bring Assam to that level, I have to only give you a nice treat today.
You know why?
Dinner after this meeting, after this seminar.
You know why these questions are asked? We all had the visuals. Probably everyone here, they saw those images of you driving when you were in Congress, driving BJP MLAs.
But that is Assam MLA.
Yeah, so you
But
can.
that
buy,
I can. That is no problem. Assam
you,
MLA we
you
can.
do in Manipur also.
That Assam
you do in Meghalaya.
Look, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, I'll agree to it.
So you are actually growing.
I'll
growing in stature. Your capacity building.
Anyway, if you say that you have gone to Manipur, I will not deny it. If you have gone to Meghalaya, I will not deny it. Today also we got four
we all
NPP
love promotions.
Today we also get 4 NPP MLA. They have joined into BJP. I was there and I was proudly there in the stage. But if you have says that I have influenced the politics of Maharashtra, then I'll feel happy. But I'll
You
put
are the
a
backroom
rider
boy.
that you have overassessed me.
You are the backroom boy.
I have no objection. If you keep me on that pedestal, that yes, today Himanta Biswa Sarma can decide political history or the political reality of Maharashtra, Jharkhand, Goa, everywhere. Good for Assam. What is wrong in that?
Okay.
So if I can do but that is
love
a
your
wrong
humility.
assessment.
I love your humility because I want your opinion on this statement. Prabin Togadia recently came to Assam and he said that you were the architect of BJP's massive victory, record victory in Gujarat.
Look,
how do you react to that?
The entire country is giving credit of Gujarat victory to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So and I am one of those who feels that people of Gujarat only vote for Prime Minister Modi. Because I have gone there, I have seen there, and that's the reality of Gujarat. You can call 100, 150 people now. Everybody will say that we vote for Modi. So
Then-
that's the reality.
Then what happened to those people in Himachal Pradesh and MCD?
I mean, I am talking about Gujarat. I am talking about Gujarat. Gujarat, that is the reality.
Okay, Gujarat people voted for Modi. Then wherever Modi magic doesn't work, say for instance in West Bengal, in Himachal, in Delhi MCD elections, what happened?
What I'll only simply say that you do not compare Gujarat with Himachal or with any municipality. When parliamentary election will come, you will see that people of Delhi will also vote for Modi. People of Himachal will also vote for Modi. You can write that to me. Write that to me. 7 seats for BJP in Delhi, and they are all the parliamentary seat of Himachal Pradesh for BJP.
So you have also started predicting like Arvind Kejriwal.
I keep on predicting here. Even I predicted in Gujarat that we will get 150 votes, but I have not signed anything.
Prediction se mujhe yaad aaya, long back you had predicted that AGP office in Chanmari will, or Ambari rather, will become a wedding hall soon. Now you are an ally with AGP. What happened to that prediction?
I mean, that's the destiny. They decided to ally with BJP.
To save them from becoming a banquet hall owner.
That I don't know. But it is a fact that in 2014, AGP has decided to ally with BJP. Now people are working in cooperation, both the parties mutually benefited out of that alliance.
One more prediction about Mr. Rahul Gandhi, because whenever I see you, I remember Rahul Gandhi. You seem to be obsessed about him.
I?
Yes, because you tweet about him. Wherever you go, you talk about him. Someday you call him
counter allegation.
Pappu, someday you call him Saddam
My
Hussein.
counter allegation is that whenever people like you meet me, you don't ask any question on Assam, you ask question on Rahul Gandhi.
Okay.
I think press is obvious with him.
Okay. In Gujarat, when you were campaigning in public rally, nobody went and asked you about Rahul Gandhi. You yourself talked about Rahul Gandhi and his look.
Don't you think that in any election, you have to talk about your principal opposition?
That's why we will ask you, because you keep talking
that is
about
why,
him.
but in Assam right now, there is no election. So why should we talk about Rahul
We
Gandhi?
just talked about him.
I
Congress
just
is-
talk about
Congress
him.
is doing a Bharat Jodo Yatra in Assam
my
also.
point is very clear. Gujarat, there was a battleground. We discuss about Rahul Gandhi. But today you have so many Assamese people here. Can you find out a single statement of mine in Guwahati where I have even remotely mentioned about Rahul Gandhi?
But Congress is doing a Bharat Jodo here also.
Karna sahi hai. What is wrong in that?
So you
We
agree
are
that
giving
Bharat
them
Jodo is a good move?
security. We are giving them security. The way we have given security to Maharashtra minister. Tomorrow Mr. Kharge is coming. We are providing all the security to Mr. Kharge also. I think in democracy they
You
should do.
definitely keep track of Congress, and many people in Assam, and I'm asking about Assam only, that they keep telling me that you run 4 parties: BJP, Congress, AUDF, and the Bodo party also, and AGP. In fact, 5 parties.
50% I run Congress.
50% you run Congress.
Yes.
In Assam or
In
all
Assam.
over?
In Assam.
So how do you manage this?
Because they are my friend. They come for my advice.
So all the things that happen in Assam Congress, you
I
decide.
spent 22 years in Congress. So merely I joined BJP, my relationship will not cut overnight. So I have so many friends there. I have so many young people whom during my time I brought into politics. So they ask for my advice and I don't search for advice.
Okay.
So I give them
So
advice.
you are keeping the door open that if need be, you will go to
No,
Congress.
for someone you cannot keep the door open because in BJP it will be difficult for them to win. So I give them advice that stay there, win there, and whenever some president Rajya Sabha election come, vote for us.
Wow, that's a very wonderful arrangement.
Huh? So
You
these
have
are
another
the mutual arrangement.
You have another friend in Assam, Badruddin Ajmal, because he has on record said, and you have also accepted that he does things the way you advise him. That's on record. I am not alleging
Kaushik,
anything.
I don't want to comment on Badruddin Ajmal because people of Assam,
But you
including-
commented, you yourself said.
I'll tell you, people of Assam and myself, we do not consider him as a very friendly animal, right? So,
But
as
he's
a
the friendliest.
individual, I'll tell you, as a individual sitting in the chair of this chief minister, I cannot say something which is not in parliamentary language correct. But one thing I want to tell you very, very clearly, that if somebody says that Badruddin Ajmal is your friend, I feel bad.
But you yourself accepted that. On record.
I never said that
You
he is
said
my
that.
friend. No,
You
I
said that
can only
you
say
have a
that
great relationship with him. He listens
relationship,
to
look,
you.
so tomorrow morning if he call me or if he comes, he recently donated some money during the COVID period to CM Relief Fund. I'll not refuse because that's his prerogative.
Now he
But
has offered 4 girls to you that you can take them somewhere, you can, and he will send sweets. He asked you to do love jihad.
I don't read his statement much.
So did you not make him make that obnoxious statement in Gujarat where he talked about how Hindus should produce children like the Muslims
We have
do?
already registered a case against
But
him.
many say you send the script to him. What to say
I
when?
mean, I would have agreed if you would have said that in regard to some Congress president or something. But I don't want to
Are you
send
saying
any
Congress
script to
President Bhupen
Badruddin
Bora
Ajmal.
says everything
No,
the way you advise?
If some point of time is somebody says something, you may have a legitimate doubt that whether Himanta might have sent it. But in regard to Ajmal, I don't do it because I want that character kind of Ajmal should disappear from politics of Assam as early as possible through democratic means.
You have another friend, Arvind Kejriwal, who keeps saying that he wants to come to Assam.
He must
Why are you
come.
not letting him come?
Look,
Are you scared that you will expose your schools?
I'll tell one thing. We have already sent an invitation to Manish Sisodia. He is not coming.
That's a legal invite.
No, that his invitation is pending. So when time will come, we'll invite Mr. Kejriwal also.
No, Kejriwal wants to come and inspect your schools.
He must come. Where is the harm?
You are not letting him come.
He just have to take I think Indigo ticket festive time will be some costlier, but after festivity he can just have he can come any point of time. Right now, yesterday night I went to Delhi. Come back from Delhi. Have I asked him ki bhai musko Delhi jana sa itna drama kyun? It is India. You can come to any place. Drama kyun?
So he can come. So through India Today, you are inviting Kejriwal to come to Assam.
He can come any point of time, and if he can come, we can also go. We can also see his Jogi Jupri. So only thing that if he comes, then we also reserve the rights to go to Delhi.
That's a very veiled threat.
See his Jogi Jupri.
Okay, apart from Kejriwal, you seem to be growing very friendly with West Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee. You had a very unique kind of meeting with now the Vice President, Honorable Vice President Dhankarji and Mamata Banerjee, and you had a meeting. And after that, a lot of things changed. Now, my question is, Mamata Banerjee is also an aspirant to be the Prime Minister. Nitish Kumar, who you keep mentioning about. Then KCR is another aspirant. So we have several Prime Minister contender. Rahul Gandhi is the perennial Prime Minister contender. Among these people, who do you think, these leaders, who is best suited to become Prime Minister?
Prime Minister mean which one?
Prime Minister of India.
Prime Minister of India.
Yes, we are talking about India.
I mean, I have not even remotely considered them that they will lead this country. So we only pray to God that let Narendra Modi continue to lead us for another 15 years.
Another 15 years. So if you want to become Prime Minister, you will wait for another 15 years.
If next life I want to become Prime Minister, I will definitely try. But this life, I am very much satisfied with as a CM of Assam. Now I think we need to rebuild Assam. And I'll also request you ki, chalo, let us not confuse all these things. This is a
so you have no prime ministerial aspiration in this life.
Kaushik, I am.
That's a very categorical statement.
I'll tell you, I am a CM of Assam, and if you think me as a fool, I don't know. I have my assessment, what is I am, and how far I should dream. I have a fair assessment on me.
So that fair assessment is?
That fair assessment means that I should not try to think something which is not good for anybody, good for me.
Coming back to Assam again, after you took charge, I saw you going against drugs. There was a massive drive against drugs and people appreciated that. But along with that, we also saw that you gave a free hand to the police team, which is good. They should bust crimes and all that. But what we saw a trend where the team, we have the DGP and special DGP here and several other top police officers. And they arrest a person and suddenly they try to flee, the criminal or accused. Here you cannot say that it's a criminal. And the police team, they shoot at the leg. And this became a trend. And then people started egging you that I heard TV anchors saying this, that now this criminal has been arrested. If you have the guts, government, kill him. And within 24 hours, we see that there is another method, that he tried to escape and then he comes under the police vehicle following that. So there are new methods of what I saw of turning the police force as pure murderers. What kind of crime management system is this?
First of all, through your platform, because you are so sympathetic to them, so through your program, I request all the criminals not to flee. And not to silence police. If some police party goes near to them, let them surrender. But if they do not go by the rule of the law, then police has to act according to the CRPC and IPC. How can I ask police not to act according to CRPC and IPC?
But how is it possible that people demand someone to be killed and coincidentally that person gets killed in an accident by the police force?
Look, nobody
Do you think that everybody is so naive to believe this story?
Let me tell you very clear that our instruction to police to act in accordance with law. Now what media does, what some people in road demands, that we don't look at it. We go to near to a criminal to arrest him, and it is our duty to arrest him and produce before the court of law and get him punished through the judicial process. But at the same time, there are exceptions. Probably now criminals or somebody, if they try to adopt certain methods, or fleeing away, or taking the service revolver, or try to attack police, there are so many instances, even police has also been injured. So earlier idea is that, okay, let us be lenient. I have instructed our police that whatever extreme power you have been given by the CRPC and IPC, act according to that. CRPC might have two kinds of power. Police might have been given some soft power, or police might have been given some hard authority. I have told them that when it comes to rape, murder, drugs, you take the hard line, but as prescribed by CRPC.
And you are inventing new methods. Because why I'm saying this, one girl is arrested for saying that she wants to do Rashtradroh. She wrote a poem saying that I want to do Rashtradroh. Okay, it could be a crime under CRPC. Then you claim that you sent her to jail because she wanted to join Ulfa, and you actually protected her. Now, I do not understand how you can send her to jail because that's not your authority. Judges can send her to jail. Second,
Kaushik,
what is this new provision in CRPC of preventive protection?
Kaushik, I'll tell you. When somebody says that I want to do Rashtradroh, immediately police gets power to arrest her. And police cannot send anybody into the jail. No jailer will accept any criminal or any innocent people, either a proper order of law. If somebody is in jail, then it has to be in accordance with the order passed by the magistrate. Order by the judicial magistrate. If somebody has gone to jail, then police must
That's what I said. That's the authority of the judiciary.
Yes.
But how can you claim?
No, we have prayed.
Or your DGP can claim that we sent her to jail.
I'll tell you, DGP will pray before the court of law that, look, under the circumstances, we want to put her in jail. But order will come from judiciary, but certainly it will be initiated by police. That is the law of the land. Police will initiate the process, and judge will convince with our application. Then, of course, judge has to send anybody to the jail. We can keep a person only for 24 hours in our detention without the authority of law. And in every case, we followed the law. Even in the case of the girl, yesterday also I have inquired about her. She is now very happy. She has given exam. We have saved her from a disaster. The family is grateful to us. The family has written to me. And absolutely we have handled the matter with full sense of maturity.
Okay. Another way of handling justice is 4 persons in Dibrugarh, they killed 1 person. Fine. They are all 4 criminals. But Dr. Sarma kept harping about one name. That's a Muslim name. His entire focus was on that particular person.
Out of 4 criminals,
how can you,
out of 4
why
criminals,
do you have to name only one criminal?
Kaushik,
and those are accused.
Kaushik, there are 4 accused. You want me to name entire 4?
Why do you have to
That
name
is
one?
my liberty. Out of 4, any one name I can tell.
Only when the names are Muslims.
For me, he is a criminal. For you, he is a Hindu Muslim.
No, you only mentioned.
I have not said that, look, he's a Muslim, that is why I am telling his name.
No, you kept saying, how can this person be in Dibrugarh?
Yes.
So
I mean,
what's the harm? He is an
if
Indian
somebody is a Kabuliwala kind of person, how can he be in Dibrugarh? The police should have arrested him long back.
But
So I
he's an
told
Indian
SP
citizen, he can
he
be
is
anywhere.
he is indulging in illegal activity of giving a loan to the people beyond the prescribed rate of interest without license of RBI. So I have searched my SP that how this man can roaming around in a city like Dibrugarh, which is immediately, I mean, if we think about city in Assam, we think Guwahati, Dibrugarh, Silchar. How can you allow a criminal to roam around in the city?
So say that he is a criminal. Why you have
He's
to mention?
100% he is criminal.
Why
I am repeating before
his
you.
name?
I have right to name anybody.
So why not others? Other three.
At that point of I decided not to name other three.
Okay. Every time eviction happens in Assam, which is good, eviction should happen. Nobody should encroach government land or someone's land. All the evictees, whenever you do an eviction, they are Muslims. You target madrasas.
I mean, somebody given you some wrong information. Recently, we have evicted people in Silsaku. Recently, we have evicted people in Gita Mandir. Media wants to hear everything from the prism of Hindu and Muslim. I am saying that this is a problem of media.
So you have no problem with Hindu and Muslim?
No. We deal people in accordance with law. If in a given case you have a 4 accused belongs to a particular community, right, they will be arrested. Even a Hindu murders somebody, that Hindu will be arrested. In Assam, we want to see that law is enforced in toto. Nobody will be spared. And recently, you must have data. Assam police has arrested many criminals in last 1.5 years. I think Hindu-Muslim percentage will be almost same. I mean, you should analyze Assam's the method, the way we have controlled law and order in last 1.5 years. It is a completely drive against criminal, drive against drug peddlers. And if you put a RTI, or I can also help you, you analyze the list of criminals. I am sure in the Muslim-dominated district, criminal on the part of Muslim will be more. In Hindu-dominated district, criminal on Hindu will be more.
So you are saying criminals are criminals. It could be Hindu, it could be Muslim.
I mean, sitting in this chair,
so it doesn't matter a Hindu man kills a girlfriend or a Muslim man kills a girlfriend.
You see, when Hindu man kill a girlfriend, we'll analyze this as a criminality. But when a Muslim boy kill a Hindu girl, we always will analyze it from the point of criminality as well as point of love jihad.
Why?
That's the way, because you have to read the judgment of Kerala High Court then. So we have to see. Then we have to come to a conclusion. Look, this is a normal criminal activity even if a Hindu man kill a Hindu girl. But there will be exception where those will be guided by some attribution of jihad. Because they openly, a section of my Muslim community, they openly say that we are in jihad. Today morning also I was hearing a YouTube conversation with the Zakir Hussain or somebody. They openly talk about jihad. So concept of jihad is not alien to the many present Muslim thinkers or Muslim people. So, but you cannot generalize it. Everybody cannot be Owaisi. Everybody will not be Laden.
Owaisi is a jihadi, you want to say?
Owaisi is a fundamentalist. I will not say him jihadi. He is a fundamentalist.
What's the difference?
Fundamentalists are those who inspire many people to become jihadi.
So he is a jihadi factory.
He encourages many people, because if you read Quran,
or you can say jihadi trainer.
If you read Quran, the opening paragraph started with education. So now it is up to you whether you will focus on that education or you will focus on certain jihad which Hazrat Muhammad must have discussed in the context of that period of time. So it is all about the person, because as I read Quran, I always found that Hazrat Muhammad has spoken of many big humanitarian values. He spoke about education, he spoke about poor, he spoke about needy. But because of that time where he used to live, there might have been some confrontation.
So you have read Quran.
When he referred to those things, today modern Islamic thinkers should not bring those concepts to the relevance as of now, because we all know world has changed. So we should talk about the great Islamic concept like education, helping poor, helping needy, those these were enshrined in Quran. But many Islamic scholars, for their own vested interest, read Quran from a different standpoint. And you can read the book on Benazir Bhutto. Benazir Bhutto has written. Benazir Bhutto has said that jihad is also about controlling your internal, a lot of internal things like anger and many things. That jihad can be internal to you. Jihad may not be external. So I think there are people in Islamic thought process who intentionally raise certain obsolete ideas and created lot of trouble for the world.
It's really lovely. Someone who is seen as a Hindutva icon, he is enlightening us on Quran. It's really lovely.
No.
That,
I mean, I have read many analyses on Quran, and you will not get there are so many good things which were written in Quran. But unfortunately, there are many Islamic scholars today, they do not want to focus on those. They want to focus certain surah, which, I mean, their explanation may not be same as that of Hazrat Muhammad.
I would come to a very personal thing about you, because I have seen this. You, every morning you wake up, after that, you say a prayer. And I have seen you doing that in your temple. A very popular Assamese prayer that even my mother does that. It's a very auspicious occasion for us also, for India Today, and it's the first event we are doing. I would be very happy if for the people here, you could recite
now.
2 lines, please.
Not now. Sometime
2
in the
lines.
morning, you come with me and record it. And I mean, when we pray, there should be a proper environment. Prayer, mantras, all these things should not be, I mean, in between our conversation.
Okay. No, I have been part of that prayer. I have seen
so
you
you
doing
can
that
hear,
prayer.
you can record it, and you can, of course. And sometime we used to recite also in public platform when that kind of environment is there.
Now, I have seen also you these days you post, you tweet a Gita slok every day. In fact, many people tell me that they wait for that sloka. Why do you do that? Do you believe in Gita?
I am inspired by one statement of Mrs. Sushma Swaraj. She used to say that if you recite 2 paragraphs of Gita every day, I think your day and the dose of your spiritual journey, you get it out of that 2 paragraphs. So I cannot post 2 paragraphs because of time constraint, or sometimes people may think that he is CM, why he is doing all these things. But I think I post 1 paragraph of Gita every day, and people who share that paragraph is growing every day. I have seen that earlier, if I used to see 10,000 people
You're becoming
are
a spiritual
it.
leader as well.
No, I think these are part of life. I mean, if a Hindu, he cannot disconnect himself from the Hindu thought process. If you are a Muslim, you cannot disconnect yourself from Muslim thought process. Those are fine. I think at the level of Hazrat Muhammad and Sri Krishna, there is no fight.
So you believe in Gita, that
I mean,
that you should work.
Every India.
No, I have a context. The most famous line in Gita, it's that you should not look for the fruits. You should not look for the results. You should do your work. Do you believe in that?
Look, if you can achieve that, then you got moksha immediately. So as we are talking and I am not getting moksha, that means I have read that, but I have not able to follow that.
That's why you are
as of
Dr.
now.
Himanta Biswa Sarma, because you anticipated my next question.
But obviously, na. So if you say that we work and we are doing work without expecting the fruits of the work, that is the highest state of karma yoga. And to achieve that stage, I mean, you need you need a huge spiritual journey. But yes, people should strive for that. And even you succeed in this life 10%
So
also.
you have already said that you haven't achieved that thing, so my question becomes irrelevant. But I want to ask you, you seem to be like a man possessed, because you have some kind of desire to achieve things. You started off your career, political career at the age of 10. And I can see in 2011, we saw you campaigning with a saline in your hand. And whenever you campaign or you, like today, probably you haven't rested for, and I'm torturing you, and I hope to do for some time more. You don't rest, at least till the other day. I called your principal secretary after 12:30 at night, and I found out that you were calling him and he was engaged in a meeting with the finance commissioner, and they're discussing some important things at 12:30, well past 12:30. By that time, I realized you people had finished the meeting. It probably was 2. And I wrote this in India Today magazine, this issue. So, and you are harassing probably everyone, because you work from 8 in the morning till 3 in the morning actually. And your entire administrative system has become like that there is no time. Why are you doing this?
Again, Kaushik, the problem,
are you in a hurry?
The problem between you and me, for it is harassing, for me it is inspiring.
Okay.
So that's the difference
So
between the
I
positivity
assume
and
that
negativity.
every officer here, working officer here, they are very happy working from 8 in the morning, at times 7 in the morning.
You see,
Yeah, thumbs are going up.
you see, everybody's WhatsApp will be on at least up to 2:32. I think there are officers before you. Yesterday, I think night we talk about 2:30. So morning we start at 6:30. So this is the new Assam.
Are you in a hurry?
Not, yes, I am in hurry.
What's the hurry?
You will die soon.
You have a long life. You
I mean,
would not die
how much
now.
time? 20 years, 30 years, 35
You are
years.
still very young.
So you have to catch so many things.
Or is it that you want to finish off Assam job as soon as possible and take the prime ministerial position?
Assam, we have taken a vow that will make Assam one of the most progressing state. But you must understand that while I am working, CM Maharashtra will not sit idle. He will also work. So in this competitive sphere, even going one rank upward is also a big challenge, because now you are living in a competitive democracy. Gujarat is competing with Maharashtra. Maharashtra is competing with Tamil Nadu. So those days are over now. So no CM, or in that matter, nobody who is holding in responsible position can work 10 to 5. Those days are over. And after social media, you cannot afford to do that.
I take this liberty, though I should not reveal. Tomorrow, India Today magazine is reaching Guwahati also, across the country. And we do an annual survey, India Today State of the States, which is a very prestigious survey. In fact, it inspired Prime Minister Modi to do the same thing through Niti Aayog. Vivek Debroy, who started this in India Today magazine, he then took it to Niti Aayog also. And it has been found that Assam is the most improved large state overall. So many congratulations, Dr. Sharma. But I'll come to that later. You first started your career also as an actor. Once you were a politician, you were an actor also. Does that help you? You have increasingly becoming very good actor also.
You see,
in public life.
First of all, I think actor is a great positive tribute. And I would have been happy if I could have been actor. But वो संभव नहीं है ना, you can't be Amitabh Bachchan.
But in politics, they say that नेता और अभिनेता दोनों एक साथ ही चलते हैं.
I mean, those were days.
Netas are also very good abhinetas.
Those were days seeing in Hindi film, you analyze politician in that way. But last 10 years, you will not see a single Hindi film where politician has been demeaned. Because the standard of politics has gone so upward. Today you will see even in Assam assembly, you go and you see the debate. The debates are so high. So I think the Indian politician has proved that they can improve and they can bring lot of sense to the nation. So at least in last 10 years, I have not seen any Hindi film demeaning politician.
It's not about demeaning politicians, but I just wanted to know
linking
whether
politician with criminal, linking politician with so and so. I think those days
when
are
you are
over.
in public life and when you are campaigning, when you are meeting people, don't you do some kind of acting?
I mean, you cannot act. Human emotion and acting as a two different yardstick. Today, media follow 24 hours. Even you do not know that my PS, my PSO, even my security might be taking a picture out of my every interaction. So you cannot act. You can act in one function, you can act in two functions, but you cannot act every time. And I don't think there's a need to act.
You have a PhD. As I said, you started your political career at the age of 10. You did some acting also. You have a law degree also. And you know a little bit of, not little bit actually, quite a lot about astrology. In private you practice also. You have authored 4 books, or it has become 5? 4 till now? Okay.
Yeah.
And you were a 24/7 politician, so we saw how you function. Where do you get so much time? And what is your next profession? What are you targeting next?
I am 24/7, I am a father also.
Yes.
24/7, I am friend also.
Yes.
24/7, I am politician also.
Yes.
24/7, I am a citizen also. I think you don't have to nurture those kind of things. It comes automatically. I mean, a police officer can be a good father. You don't think that police officer, because they are wearing that uniform, they are only to be dealt with
But you are
criminal.
wearing multiple hats. Being a father, everybody becomes a father or mother or friend or
That's
son.
life.
But you are authoring books. You also had a law degree.
I mean,
you did a PhD when you were a minister.
Authoring the books is very easy. Today we are that conversation is going on. If I ask somebody to record it, then tomorrow I can print it as a, very good.
You
as a
make
very good
everything
interview.
sound so easy.
I think for me, I don't think that I have put any extra effort for anything. I'll just tell you, I have written every moment of my official duty as a chief minister in last 1 year and 7 months. So on January, I am going to release the diary of my first year. Now it is not a scholastic work. Just I go back, I write it down. Then in one fine morning, I give dictation. I think these are certain things which attach to you, and you just go on.
I'm sure perhaps everyone in the hall, they will go back home and will start writing, because it's so easy. You are making it sound like so easy.
Now after going back, I have to take a bath, and up to night 1:32, I have to walk. So in the span of 3 to 4 hours, noting down that today Kaushik Deka put me this question. How much time it will take?
Okay.
1 minute.
Oh, wow.
So for you, I can spare that 1 minute.
So you are a very good time manager also.
I mean, that happens automatically. That happens as you go on walking. I think the moment you think that you have to do something special, you will not be able to do. I agree with you. Sitting in this chair, if I say that I am going to do it specially, then I will not be able to do it. But when you enjoy certain things, just say now I'll go, I want to walk night 3-4 kilometers every day I walk. So now, if I have to walk, I will not be able to do that. I have to have the mobile phone with me so that I can keep on doing something else also. My political or administrative job. Then I will be able to work. But if you ask me, put the mobile here, don't take anybody with you, now you walk for 4 kilometers, it will become impossible. I will not be able to work.
Okay.
So
Now-
you have to do certain things along with your primary job.
So you are a multitasker.
It is not everybody
good time
is
manager.
multitasker. Even you are a multitasker. So right now you go back your mobile, you will have some call about India Today magazine. Now you are on television. You are also doing multitasking. At least last 2 years you are doing more multitasking.
Thank you. Okay. One more thing I have noticed in last 1 year, your dress sense. Earlier, and we had a debate on this. You used to dress very shabbily, with oversized shirts and pants. And if you remember, I used to tell you that you can find a good tailor. It doesn't cost you much. And you used to say, people love me like this. Suddenly, what happened? And I love this.
I mean, that was me. This is CM Assam.
So who designs your dress now?
I don't know.
I want to know because I like your dress
I mean,
now.
I mean, when you are in a CM position, many people will come and they will say, "Look, I'll take a good measurement and I'll try to develop a good kurta."
So Mr. Modi made one brand very famous. You do not want to make any brand any famous.
No, I think I want to dress the way I used to dress, but every time you are meeting ambassador, you are in Assam, we are now getting so many delegation. Nobody earlier asked me to be on India Today interview. So I have to take the pride and prestige of Assam also along with me.
I must tell a story here because he reminded. India Today magazine and India Today group, you must give credit to India Today group because probably we discovered Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma first. And not me personally. In 2009, one of our managing editors, Shankar Iyer, he told me that this Assam health minister, he is doing some good work. Call him for India Today State of the States, what I mentioned, for the event. And we invited him to Delhi in 2009 when he was not known beyond the boundaries of Assam. So he went there and he saw, along with him, the panelists were to be Sheila Dikshit ji, Sharad Pawar, Pranab Mukherjee ji. So they were the panelists and he was the fourth one. So he was there. Just before the panel was about to start, he sneaked out. And Shankar Iyer told me, this person will go far. I said, why? I was very agitated because he sneaked out. He said, he understands and he knows where he should be and with who he should be. In Congress culture, if he's seen on the dais of India Today with these tall words, then he would have it. So you reminded me of that story. Now, one story everybody knows now, that you promised your wife that you would become the CM one day. So we know that part. But we want to know, you were a 24/7 politician, you were thinking about politics and other things in life. How did you fall in love? How did she attract your attention? How did that happen?
Again, multitask.
So how did you notice her?
As a journalist, how you fall in love? So these are phenomena. These are journey of life. And I believe that your destiny is written. So whomever you want to meet, you will meet anyway.
Okay.
As a Hindu, I believe in karma. So whatever is written, you have to face that.
So it's all about destiny.
All about destiny.
Need waters?
So at least in Hindu life, we cannot think of anything which will come suddenly, which is something new. We believe that everything will happen according to karma.
Karma is your mantra.
That's the way. Karma means not what we are doing work now, what we have done in our past life.
One more query before I throw this stage to others. You recently lamented about your speaking skills in Hindi and English. In fact, many people outside Assam, they have told me they find your Hindi very cute. And that's why you were more popular. In fact, many people have told me that they find your Hindi and Hindutva brand more appealing than Yogi Adityanath. So let's not compare, because you would not agree to that. You would again become very humble. But why did you lament that your Hindi is not good or your English is not good? And in your family, as far as I know, there are at least 3 multilingual people. They can speak both languages very well. Do they make fun of you? Do they point out, Papa aapne aise kaise bola? Because nowadays you are on TV all the time.
Look, all along I am speaking one thing, that during our school we were not taught how to speak Hindi and English. So whatever I have learned, little bit, I learned it through the hard way. At the risk of being, as you know, ridiculed or laughed by somebody in your back, I started speaking Hindi and English. So, theek hai, because when Assamese are so sweet language, when a Assamese speak Hindi and English in its natural format, it will always be melodious. So, Assamese should not act as a Hindi wala, Hindi speaking. Assamese should speak Hindi in the spirit of his mother tongue. I think then people will think that such a sweet Hindi.
So you speak Assamese Hindi?
I speak Hindi completely considering myself as a pure Assamese boy or Assamese person. I do not want to sacrifice the Assamese tune because I have to learn Hindi. So I'll keep on talking in Hindi in my sweet Assamese tune.
So this is actually your marketing trick.
I mean, you have asked me, that is why I told you. Otherwise, what is market about that?
So how far do you
If you would not have asked that question, I would not have answered this.
How far do you want to take this Assamese boy?
I mean, in my view, that we generally, if we little bit we have clean our education system. I mean, you be Assamese, but you learn Hindi and English. Because of our, the way we live, because of our attitude, nobody can stop us. We can go very far in the professional life. So, I don't think I have now time to dream, but because I am already in 53. But my advice to all Assamese boy, that where if you want to, I mean, you have to learn Assamese, but learn Hindi and English also, because you do not have to restrict yourself between Dhubri and Sadia. World is before you, India is before you. India you can immediately conquer through your academic, through your art, through your culture. So learn Hindi and English. That is very important. Today I feel little bit, I think, I don't know, I always feel little bit bad that no, I should have tried to learn Hindi and English much earlier. Probably I could have spoke about Assam much more in a louder voice in the national platform.
No, with this also you are making enough noise.
अभी तो जबरदस्ती कर रहा हूँ ना.
Okay,
If
maybe
you invite, I don't refuse. I know that people might mock me, but I still take a chance. चलो जो आएगा बोल दूँगा.
Please keep coming, because we will keep inviting you, and I think in the course of time you will create your own brand of Hindi. People will talk about Himanta Biswa Sarma Hindi.
But I will strongly advise our young generation to learn language. That is very important.
So now we had asked for some questions from public. I'll take names, and please be very brief. Raise your hand the moment I take name, and please be very brief and one question only. So Shashanka Chakravarti, is he here? Quick question, please. And you can ask in any language you are comfortable with.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. I have one important question. Recently, Assam has witnessed the first ever scientific data regarding the encroachment of sacred lands submitted to you. So what would be the next course of action from your government on it?
Thank you.
I mean, that's the report, and that report need to be examined carefully, because that report has also pointed out that because of a legislation enacted by Assam Assembly, lot of Satra land has got encroached. So when you get a land out of some legislative action, you cannot say it is an encroachment. So we have to really examine the report. I don't want to, as Kaushik has mentioned, if you want some data against some Muslim people, do not immediately jump and make it a huge kind of drama. So you have to examine it carefully, and wherever there is a real encroachment, we will clear it.
Udipta Das. Udipta Das here? I think he's not here. I'll move on. Hirok Patwari. Quick question.
Good evening, sir. We see super corridors in Indore, a high-tech city in Hyderabad. Is there any plan by government of Assam to build a mini IT city or mini IT hub in and around Guwahati or in other parts of Assam to bring investment, keeping in mind that the demand of job providing companies in today's market?
We are developing a tech city near Guwahati Airport, but as of now, we have not succeeded to convince the big company come to Assam because they don't see competitive advantage being located in Assam. So this process will continue. So we'll start with some small groups, then we'll go to the big company. I am constantly in touch with Tata, Reliance. Only thing they ask me that give us two convincing answer why we should not be in Karnataka and why we should be in Assam. Because in Assam, you know that there can be a ban, there can be a picketing, there can be attack on our people, we may be kidnapped. So why we'll go to Assam? Second, we have some infrastructural issue. We did not have a good hotel. We did not have a good, even if you want to set up today, suppose like Tech City, now Apple Mobile can be developed in India. India become the biggest exporter of Apple Mobile. But Tata will demand immediately that give us 5,000 acres of land. So where from we'll give the 5,000 acres of land? So I think the same model is not applicable everywhere. But even then, we are growing at 12%, much better than many Indian states, and we are trying to develop a Assam model for growth.
Amrit Kumar Bashya.
Good evening, sir. Being a recovering drug addict, I want to ask you that actually I am very happy that under your leadership, Assam Police is doing a great job in catching drugs and all, and it's really very huge. But I want to ask that is government is planning any strategic planning regarding those who are suffering to reduce the demand reduction?
I believe he deserves a big hand.
You see, that harm reduction theory is there, but we have to work according to the guideline given by the Government of India. So Government of India recognize certain harm reduction therapy. We are following that, and we have also started many rehab center. But only thing that these are very, very debatable area, that how far we should go actually providing alternative therapy, what kind of therapy we have to give. So we are following Government of India guideline, but we remain sympathetic and emphatic to the people who got, actually who accidentally enter into that world and they are victim. So we always instruct Assam Police that make a intelligent differentiation between a drug peddler and a victim of drugs. So that we are following, and there are a lot of initiative we have started, working with NGO, and lot of things have started already.
Dr. Mahfuzur Rahman.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Mahfuzur Rahman from Darang, Assam. Sir, having known you from quite long time, I know you are truly concerned about the real empowerment of the Muslims, the Bengali-speaking Muslims in particular. So, sir, my question is that what is the plan of the government led by you for the upliftment of this Bengali-speaking Muslim? Because, sir, if Assam has to go to the top level or reach the top 5 state that you have always dreamed of, this 30+% of population cannot be ignored, sir. We have to improve the overall indicators. And my second question, sir, how is the BJP planning to penetrate its presence in the minority-dominated areas?
One question
Thank
only.
you, sir.
First of all, I believe BJP government is in the best position to trigger the welfare activity among the Bengali Muslim, because we are not asking vote for them. We give clear statement, look, we are not here to do politics, because as of now we are asking any vote from you. We come here to give you education, we come here to give you health, we come here to make you part of financial inclusion. We want to take your all indicators to the same level as that of the Assamese speaking Hindu or Muslim. So our effort is paying dividend. Lot of Bengali Muslim speaking boys, girls, now they are taking education very, very seriously. They are refusing to get married at the age of 16, 17, 18. Even I believe that Uniform Civil Code will be a very will be welcoming step in that direction. I think some of the Muslim, Bengali Muslim male, particularly the political class, has to change their approach. They should not nurture a constituency thinking that if Muslim population goes high, they can remain MLA forever. At the cost of the poverty of your fellow citizen, you should not try to become minister and MLA. That is our difference with Ajmal. So I think time has come where the Bengali-speaking Muslim must come out and openly say that we want education, we want health, we want good road, and we are here to respond to all those demands. We will definitely help them. But only thing, we expect certain reciprocal things that, look, you do not exploit women. You marry the women at the time when they are actually ready for their marriage. Don't compromise their academics. If they are studying in graduation, let them complete the graduation. If they are not being sent to the school, encourage them to send them to the school. So my message is very loud and clear. For the benefit of Bengali Muslim people, the Bengali Muslim people should cooperate with this government, because anyway we are not asking votes from you. We have we have no give and take relation that we will make a road here only if you give me vote. But Badruddin Ajmal will go and say that musko vote dega to ye rasta banayega. I am here saying that I will make the road for you, but I will not ask your vote. So where they will get this kind of government? I think they should completely capitalize on the goodwill of BJP government. Today, my Women College initiative, lot of financial inclusion scheme. So if you consider Prime Minister Modi's all biggest development initiative are going to the Bengali Muslim more because of their poverty. I think Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas is displayed in real sense of term. There is, I mean, you have seen in government employee everywhere, there is no discrimination at all. I think real secularism is practiced in Assam.
Shafiqur Rahman.
Namaskar. Apuni recently ekhon public meeting or koisile je be a job creator, not a job seeker. To startup culture to aguai loi joar khetrot apuni bhovishote ki podokkep hatot lobo?
I mean, this is one of our agenda. We have recently created a startup venture capital fund. We are starting incubation center in various academic institute. Guwahati University, we are going to have it. So my whole idea is that every college and every university should have an incubation center. And government is going to, on that Government is developing our policy in that line. Also, we have started venture capital fund, also a credit guarantee scheme. So a lot of initiative has been started in last 1 year, and you can see that lot of our startup has also emerged at the national level.
Final question, Shaheen Yusuf.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Sir, first of all, thank you for this initiative, sir, Kaushik sir. Sir, I want to say that, sir, when I was writing my dissertation regarding Assam Police Act, sir, you implement it on the next day, sir. Every suggestion. So I need to rework more because we got a dynamic and visionary CM, sir. So thank you for this initiative. And my two question is that, sir, as per the statistic, there's a huge gap between MSME, that is 32,770, and large scale industry is only 86 established in Assam over the past 5 years. Sir, will we able to see a semiconductor company, an IT park, and integrated cement factory established in Assam?
I mean, again, I told you that bringing a semiconductor, you have to give them at least minimum 10,000 acres of land. So it is not very easy in Assam to make available that kind of land. Today, if I get that kind of land, I think many things can be developed. So here in Assam, you have to develop Assam's own model. Today you have tea industry, you have to develop tea industry, and you have to develop industry which is actually can be developed in Assam climate. So we are working very hard, and you will see like Haflong, there is a good mineral deposit of limestone. So I think in next 2 to 3 years we will have not less than 9 or 8 companies. So I think we are developing a Assam model. Semiconductor is India is not able to bring as of now, even India's advanced state. We have to develop a bit more. Our psychology has to develop a bit more. Today, anybody who comes to set up an industry immediately said that outsider has come and taken land. Government has given land to outsider. So you have to come out of all this syndrome. I think we are working on that. Behavioral change, psychological change, we are working on. And today you have seen lot of development activity in and around Assam, because we have able to brought certain changes in people mindset. So along with the journey, I think we'll be able to bring all the industrial activity here. Recently we have signed a memorandum of understanding with Tata Technology for developing manpower on 3D, developing manpower on augmented reality. So things are going on, moving on in Assam. But bringing a semiconductor right to bringing a IT, because these are not government initiative. This initiative has to be from the private sector. Now, you have to give PLI. So, where from I can give PLI? Karnataka can give PLI because they have a 3 lakh crore budget. For me, giving PLI means I have to cut medicine from hospital. I have to stop 10 or 50 schools immediately, then I can give PLI. So all these things will take time, but having said that, I believe that in next 10 years, Assam can develop a lot if we can keep this sentiment. Last 1.5 years, the way Assam is giving us a very, very positive environment, I think we'll be able to cross all the obstacles and we'll be able to make Assam a very, very vibrant economy. But we need some more time, because you know our past of last 3 decades. So the past of 3 decades cannot be wiped out in 1.5 year. So that's a journey we have embarked upon. And I am in constant touch with all the industry majors. They are very, very sympathetic to Assam. They are working with Assam. But you need to give certain strong signal that Assam has changed. And we are trying to send that signal very strongly, very loudly. and hope those will pay dividend.
No, thank you. Anyone in? Okay, I'll go. Pranay, not journalists, please. Not journalists, please. Let the common people ask. You will get chance. Yeah, Navo Bhattacharya.
Good evening, sir. Himanta Biswa Sarma is synonymous with development, not only in Assam but the entire Northeast. And now all the chief ministers of the other states are under pressure that if Himanta Biswa Sarma can do it, why not you all? My question, sir, with the development paradigm which you have set off in Assam, you see there is one part which we talk very less of, but the entire Northeast is very rich, and that is our biodiversity and environment. And usually we find the political fraternity or the bureaucrats saying, there is a cliche that there has to be an equilibrium or balance between development and environment. But in practice, we do not see this translating into action. So what will be, sir, your take on this so that we strike a balance as Assam leads the way with other northeastern states for this development revolution?
I'll not speak for the other Northeast state as of now because I am not competent to speak on behalf of them. But Assam has a clear-cut policy that we are trying to expand our forest cover. We are trying to ensure that no polluting industry comes to Assam. And we start developing our development journey based on our tea, our horticulture product, our unique agricultural products. So we are developing in that format. So our eco-sensitive zone has now been well defined. We have identified biodiversity spot. We have expanded our wildlife sanctuary. So we are trying to protect our environment. We are trying to protect our surrounding condition. And at the same time, we want to see next 5 years 14% GDP development in Assam. So if you can continuously make development on 14% every year, if you go on 14% GDP growth and that's become incremental every year, then you will become, I think, 14th economy right from 19th. So we have a plan what we need to achieve in these 5 years, what we need to achieve in next 5 years. And we are going according to plan without disturbing our sensitive or fragile ecosystem.
Abidur Rahman. Short, please.
Sir. Sir, আপুনি মানে নতুন সপোন দেখুৱা মানুহ পুথিভঁৰাল সম্পৰ্কত স্যাৰ এটা প্ৰশ্ন কৰিব খুজিছোঁ প্ৰশ্ন নহয় স্যাৰ এটা মানে আমাৰ যিবিলাক এটা পুথিভঁৰাল আছে এইবিলাক চৰকাৰী পৃষ্ঠপোষকতা যিখিনি পুথিভঁৰাল চলিছে তাত মানুহ নাযায় বিপৰীতে গ্ৰামাঞ্চলত কিছুমান মানুহৰ প্ৰচেষ্টাত ভালেমান পুথিভঁৰাল গঢ় লৈ উঠিছে স্যাৰ মই এটা অনুৰোধ কৰিব পাৰোঁনে স্যাৰ অসম চৰকাৰক আপোনাৰ নেতৃত্বত যে গ্ৰামাঞ্চলত কমিউনিটি পুথিভঁৰাল এটাৰ আঁচনি ল'ব পাৰেনে স্যাৰ য'ত ল'ৰা ছোৱালীয়ে পঢ়িব পাব সাংস্কৃতিক কাৰ্যকলাপ কৰিব পাৰিব মই নিজে এটা পুথিভঁৰাল 15 ইয়াৰ্ছ ধৰি চলাই আছোঁ স্যাৰ আৰু কৌশিক সেই পুথিভঁৰালৰ মেম্বাৰ স্যাৰ
মই এইটোৱে ক'ম যে চৰকাৰে যিখিনি পাৰে কৰি গৈ থাকিব কিন্তু আমাৰ বহুত ইয়ং টেলেণ্ট গাঁৱত আছে ইয়ং টেলেণ্ট ছ'চাইটিত আছে তেওঁলোকে বহুত কিবা কিবি কৰিব পাৰে আৰু গভৰ্ণমেণ্টে ডেফিনেটলি হুৱেৰ এভাৰ নিডেড গভৰ্ণমেণ্টে তেওঁলোকক সহায় কৰিব আমাৰ বৰ্তমান য'ত ফ'কাছটো আছে এজ কুইকলি এজ পচিবল কেইটামান প্ৰায়ৰিটি এৰিয়াত আমাৰ কামখিনি আমি কমপ্লিট কৰিব খুজিছোঁ উই ৱান্ট টু গিভ কানেক্টিভিটি টু দ্য ৰিম'টেষ্ট ভিলেজ কানেক্টিভিটিৰ কামখিনি হৈ যাওক উই ৱান্ট টু গিভ 24 hours পাৱাৰ to everybody. So we have a list of priority. But of course, encouraging library is not a big issue. We can do that along with our work.
I'll ask you one question. Everybody here, means I got this question from many people, so I'm asking on behalf of all of them. All of them want a deadline for two things: NRC and CEA in Assam.
I think, Kosik, let us not...
Also clause 6.
I mean, let us not enter into this debate because people of Assam knows very clearly that I support CA. And we have gone to election openly saying that we support CA, please vote for us. So
Deadline.
That is a known fact that is mentioned in BJP's manifesto.
Deadline.
Next is on NRC, we want revision of NRC because we thought that Mr. Pratik Hajela has compromised with the purity of NRC. At least 20% revision should take place on border area.
If he has compromised, why are you not taking action against him?
You know, that is the way I don't want to into the debate, that kind of debate, because you know
I
he
simply
has
asked for a deadline.
Simple thing, I wanted to avoid it because you know he has a protection from Supreme Court. So in the Supreme Court final judgment, he has been given certain protection.
Challenge the judgment?
I cannot. I think as you know that Supreme Court judgment, certain judgment cannot be challenged, and even if I challenge, it will be a mostly it will be a ritual.
And clause 6?
Clause 6, the primary things has to start with the delimitation of the constituency. We are in discussion with various organizations, all people. So we need to secure Assam, and we are working very firmly. We are going beyond clause 6.
Am I wrong in thinking that at the national level UCC and in Assam level things like clause 6, you keep these things for the elections, that the moment elections will come in, you will talk about it?
Look, in Assam, it is always...
Same with NRC and CA.
Let me distinguish why it is not an election for Assam. It will always give you premium if you support clause 6. But here I am sitting with you and I am saying that I am not supporting clause 6 in toto. So it cannot be a vote.
You do not support clause 6?
I do not support the clause 6 report as prepared in the context of Assam.
I am not talking about the report, I am talking about the provision in clause 6 for those who are outside Assam. Let me explain. Sir, let me explain this. What clause 6 is.
I just want, because today you have taken the debate in a different thing, I don't want to come back there.
I am asking you a simple question.
Look,
clause 6, which is a constitutional provision for protection for Assamese community.
As I told you, who said that I am not supporting clause 6?
You just said...
I said the report of clause 6 we do not support, where it has been prescribed that there should be a ILP in Assam, where they are said that you have to have a 80% reservation, which is not possible.
So Dr. Sharma, when are we going to see the next committee? If you are not accepting this committee report, then definitely we need to have another committee.
No, we are securing Assam.
So without clause 6, you are not anymore.
We are going beyond clause 6.
You are not focused on clause 6 anymore.
I mean, we have our own agenda that we know that we have to delimit the constituency.
You are not giving me a straight answer.
I mean, I told you, we have our own vision about clause 6 and we are implementing day and night. Just now he asked you a question on Satra land. I have answered that we got a report.
But clause 6 is not about Satra land
that
only.
Is
there are many things.
I mean, that is why this debate will take 1 hour. You don't have time, I don't have time.
I have time, sir.
No, I don't have. That cultural protection is what? That is about Satra. So we are doing that. Then the way we are securing Assamese people today, you go to Dhubri now, people say we are safe and secure. So we have our own way of doing things. Today you go to any Lower Assam place, any Lower Assam area, you ask, are you secure? They said, both we are secured more than what we expected. So we ensured that.
So I go to Dhubri and I find Gyasuddin Ahmed and he says he is safe and secure.
I mean, you go to some Ranjit Das, ask him whether he is safe and secure.
So why not about Gyasuddin Ahmed?
Ask him also. Who is asking not to ask him? But
So-
I'll ask Ranjit Das.
Why are you bothered about Ranjit
Because that
Das
is a
only?
Muslim majority district. I have to ask the Hindu minority about that safety
And you are
question.
equally concerned about a Muslim in a Hindu majority.
Definitely, if we go to Sibsagar, I always ask Assamese Muslim the question, "Sab theek hai to?" Dara theek hu.
Wow. So, what about UCC? Why do you think that Uniform Civil Code
I'll
will
tell
solve
you
all the problems?
That basic clause 6 recommendation, the committee recommendation, if you read the paper book, they started with saying that delimitation of assembly constituency should take place. That is the entry door, according to the.
Something you support.
No, that is why we support and we hope to get that notification next 7 to 10 days if everything goes well.
Delimitation in Assam.
I think Government of India is now consulting with Election Commission that whether delimitation can be done. We have already given our view to Supreme Court that delimitation should take place immediately. So that is the entry point of Clause 6 committee report. Now we have discussed with ASU also, they said that start with this. So we have a greater consensus in Assam what to do and what not to do. Without actually sitting in table, we have a meeting of mind. And we are walking in that direction.
So there is all likelihood that in next 10 days, the delimitation process will start in
Government of Assam it was stopped by Government of Assam at that point of time. Today, Government of Assam has given a NOC that yes, you can proceed with the delimitation of the constituency. There is no longer law and order issue exists. Earlier, it was Government of Assam who has sort of a letter to the Government of India, the then Congress government, saying that do not carry on the delimitation exercise, law and order situation will become very huge. We have said that there will be no law and order situation, please go ahead. Now the final call has to be taken by Government of India and Election Commission. What I believe that things are on right direction because there is a court case in Supreme Court also. Supreme Court also asking that why delimitation is not taking place in Assam. So when you factorize everything, you can reasonably hope that yes, delimitation in assembly constituency in Assam should start in 10 days, 30 days, 2 months, but it looks like it will become a possibility.
You recently talked about Nitish Kumar, another prime ministerial aspirant. And you said he is the margdarshak of all the defectors who does party hopping. Now, if I look at you, you started with ASU, which is very different from Congress, which is very different from BJP. And you kept changing parties. And
I mean,
so
Assam में
how are you different from?
Assam में इतना पार्टी ही नहीं है सेंस करते रहने के लिए.
तो पार्टी ज्यादा होते तो आप
होने से
दूसरे पार्टी में
probably
भी
it would
जाते.
have been a different ball game.
So there is a possibility that
Assam में 3 साल पार्टी है. I was in Congress, I joined BJP. So one time I made the defection.
But it seems that
I think if you go by the standard of Nitish Kumar and all, he is at 5, I am
he
in
doesn't
1.
change party, he just changed friends.
That
and I'll
is
come
what,
to that
is a
also.
more dangerous thing. Na?
No,
So,
I'll talk about BJP's friendship also, but you change parties so diametrically opposite to each other.
I mean, that is why
Is it for power?
Sometimes you have to be grammatically correct. Assam,
Okay.
I was in Congress party, then I joined BJP.
Okay.
So that is the fact of the record.
Yes.
Now for that, whatever you tell me, I have
No,
to,
am
I have to
asking
ready
you-
for that.
I am asking you, how can you change parties which are so ideologically different?
I mean, I don't think that there is any ideological difference. You want to see Assam in the top 5 state. In Congress also the same ideology. BJP also
so
in
you
the
see
same
no difference
ideology.
in BJP and Congress. It's according to your convenience. You see no difference.
I mean, you can accuse me of that. I will not object to it because that is a factual
you are
thing.
accepting this.
I accept that yes, I have changed the party from Congress to BJP. Now somebody will say,
makes no
"Aapne bahut
difference.
अच्छा किया."
It makes no difference to your ideological thought process.
I did that. I changed the party. That is a matter of facts, which I cannot deny. Now, उससे conclusion आप क्या draw करेगा? It is on your mindset.
And you accepted that, okay.
Whatever, if कौशिक से आपने बहुत बुरा किया, से हाँ कौशिक मैंने बुरा
ज्यादा
किया,
पार्टी
कोई
होते
बोलेगा आपने बहुत अच्छा किया, मैं बोलूंगा अच्छा किया.
तो ज्यादा पार्टी होते तो और भी चांसेस थे. नए
अभी
पार्टी
नहीं
आ
है
चुके
ना,
हैं.
अभी
नहीं
और
नहीं आ
क्या?
चुके हैं. राइजोर दल
अरे वो सब पार्टी क्या है पता नहीं।
आप आने की कोशिश
आप बात कर रहे हैं बीजेपी का और फिर बोल रहे राइज और डॉल।
अरे आपको चेंज करना है तो मैं
चेंज
option दे
करना
रहा हूं।
है तो कोई आई मीन यू
अच्छा,
ऑलवेज
जब-
प्रोग्रेस।
when BJP will go
अभी
go
बीजेपी
declining-
बिकम वर्ल्ड्स लार्जेस्ट पॉलिटिकल पार्टी। वहां से और आगे जाने का रास्ता नहीं है।
नहीं देयर में भी
अब स्वर्ग से और कहां जाएगा?
नहीं देयर वाओ यू कॉल बीजेपी स्वर्ग।
फॉर बी हेवन इज योर डेस्टिनेशन। अब हेवन से और आगे क्या जाएगा?
So if someday BJP declines, so you may think of
क्या मेरा लाइफ में तो नहीं होगा।
Now about friendship, BJP's friendship is also very dangerous. Today you went to Delhi to get 4 NPP MLAs into BJP fold, and those the NPP party is your ally, and in Meghalaya. Now we saw what you did to BPF here in Assam. They were your friends, then you ditched them. Now you are trying to split the
बट
party
कौशिक
into
एक
two.
बताओ तो, हम लोग जब बात कर रहे हैं वो कहाँ प्रिंट होगा? इतना टाइम तो कुछ प्रिंट नहीं होता है।
प्रिंट नहीं होगा ये सब
सुनेगा
देख रहे
कौन
हैं।
इतना टाइम? किसका पास इतना
नहीं,
समय
नहीं,
है?
आपको ये जवाब देना है। आप ऐसे
है,
ऐसे
टाइम है।
टाइम बिल्कुल है। मैंने कहा
ठीक
ना
है,
मेरे पास पूरा
आपका
रात है। ये लोग
व्यूअर्स का
सब
टाइम नहीं
बैठेंगे।
होगा इतना सुनने के लिए।
सो मुझे ये बताइए, आप महाराष्ट्र में शिवसेना को तोड़ दिया, तो
ठीक है।
जिसके साथ भी आप दोस्ती करते
आपका
हो।
मेरा साथ क्या प्यार है? आप उसको इतना ऊपर ले जाना चाहते हो?
मैं बीजेपी की बात कर रहा हूँ।
आप बीजेपी क्यों तोड़ेगा यार? बीजेपी का तो
बीजेपी
अपना
तोड़ रहा है,
काम
आप
है।
एनपीपी से पोच कर रहे हो, आप शिवसेना को
वो नहीं,
स्प्लिट कर
वो
दिया,
नहीं।
आप बीपीएफ को खत्म कर दिया।
इन द पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम देयर इज ए constitutional provision that you can come from one party to other party. Society तो static नहीं रहता है ना. So according to dynamics of the society, things keep on changing, but ultimately your goal of public service should remain intact.
ये आखिरी सवाल है।
Thank
और
you.
और मैं बताऊंगा नहीं किसने भेजा है, बहुत नोटी सवाल है। मैं जब भी देखता हूं आजकल प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी मिलते हैं, आपसे भी मिलते हैं, और आपके जो पहले मुख्यमंत्री हुआ करते थे सर्बानंद सोनोवाल जी से, उनसे भी मिलते हैं। जब भी मैं देखता हूं सर्बानंद सोनोवाल जी से स्टेज में या कहीं मिलते हैं तो बड़े पीठ थपथपाते हैं, बहुत ही अफेक्शन की डिस्प्ले होते हैं, प्यार मोहब्बत की डिस्प्ले होते हैं। आपके साथ थोड़ा फॉर्मल टाइप में मिलते हैं। बहुत लोग मुझे ये बोल रहे हैं, देखो बार बार प्राइम मिनिस्टर थपथपा के ये जताने की कोशिश करे कि मैं खुश नहीं हूं। हिमंता बिस्वा शर्मा ने जबरदस्ती हमसे ये चीफ मिनिस्ट्रियल चेयर ग्रैब कर ले।
किसको पीठ में थपथपाता है?
सर्बानंद सोनोवाल जी
कितना
को।
अच्छा बात है।
तो वही तो मैं
कोई
पूछना
एक
चाहता हूं कि
असामिया
आपको
को
इनसिक्योर नहीं हो, इनसिक्योर फील नहीं होते?
एक असामीज पॉलिटिशियन को मोदी जी पीठी में थपथपाता है, इससे हमारे गर्व का बात और क्या हो सकता
नहीं,
है?
आपको नहीं करते।
अरे मैं उस काबिल नहीं हूं, जब होगा वो भी होगा। बट अगर कोई भी काल अगर आपको भी पीठी में थपथपाता है तो ये हमारे लिए गर्व का बात होता है। आफ्टर ऑल ही इज असमीज और
तो
मेरा ही पार्टी का है।
तो आपको ये रात को डर नहीं लगता है या नींद हराम नहीं होते कि अरे पता नहीं आगे क्या होगा, मेरा कुर्सी
होगा?
तो चला नहीं जाएगा?
क्या होगा?
मुझे क्या पता, ये लोग
नहीं, नहीं,
कहते
क्या
हैं।
होगा? बताओ।
अरे मैं बीजेपी में थोड़ी हूँ, आप
नहीं,
हो।
आप बताओ तो मैं आंसर दे
आप
रहा
हो बीजेपी में, तो आप
नहीं,
लोगों
आप
का
बताओ,
सिस्टम
नहीं,
कैसा
नहीं,
है?
आप क्या बोलना
जैसे
सर?
आपने सर्बानंद सोनोवाल की कुर्सी ले लिया, क्या पता वो कल आपके वापस ले
हाँ,
ले।
फिर मैं फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर बन जाऊंगा, क्या
उनके
प्रॉब्लम
अंदर
है?
अगर कोई मिनिस्ट्री ना मिले,
अच्छा है, घर में जाके रेस्ट लूंगा।
वाह।
तो
आप
देखो ये सब, आई मीन यू आर स्मार्ट बट यू कैन नॉट बी स्मार्टर देन अस ऑन दिस।
आसमाने आस मीन्स
मतलब हमें जानता हो हाउ वी शुड
आस का मतलब आप यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट योरसेल्फ।
ऐसा है दैट बिटवीन आवर पार्टी, आवर मेंबर्स, वी नो दैट वी हैव ए सर्टेन ऑब्जेक्ट और सर्टेन आइडियल टू बी अचीव्ड। कुर्सी उर्सी बाद में है, वी नीड टू अचीव सर्टेन आइडियल्स, और बीजेपी वही सिखाता है। सो
तो
यू
आप
फॉलो
फाइनेंस
दैट।
मिनिस्टर ही क्यों नहीं रहे? आप क्यों सीएम बनने के लिए आगे बढ़े?
पार्टी का निर्देश हुआ,
अच्छा, पार्टी को पसंद आ गया।
पार्टी का ही करना पड़ेगा। यहाँ मोदी जी का खिलाफ, मोदी जी जो निर्णय करेगा, पार्टी जो निर्णय
आप रुक
करेगा।
गए, मोदी जी के खिलाफ
नहीं,
कोई कुछ नहीं बोल सकता।
मोदी जी का इस्सा का खिलाफ कोई निर्णय नहीं हो पाएगा।
ये तो डिक्टेटरशिप हो गया।
नहीं, ही इज द डेमोक्रेटिकली इलेक्टेड प्राइम मिनिस्टर एंड ही हैज टू टेक द कॉल।
बट ये डिक्टेटरशिप है। आप कांग्रेस को
आपके लिए
criticize करते
देखिए,
हो?
अभी मैं चीफ मिनिस्टर हूं, मैं आज जाके डीजीपी को ट्रांसफर कर दूंगा सुबह। इट इज नॉट ए डिक्टेटर।
careful, sir.
हाँ, it is not a dictator. It is a responsibility assigned to me to choose a good DGP.
तो फिर सर आप राहुल गांधी को क्यों क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं कि वो जो भी
अरे
चेंजेस करते
बाबा,
हैं अपने
राहुल
पार्टी
गांधी
में,
प्राइम मिनिस्टर नहीं है
अपने
ना।
पार्टी में जो चेंज करते हैं वो उसमें
मैं
आपको
बताओ
क्या
ना,
तकलीफ है?
जब राहुल गांधी प्राइम मिनिस्टर होगा कोई दिन, मून सन जहां में होगा, तो ही विल डेफिनेटली टेक सर्टेन डिसीजन। हु विल ऑब्जेक्ट टू हिम?
नो, ही टेक्स डिसीजंस इनसाइड हिज पार्टी। तो
बट
उसमें
हु
आप
इज
लोगों
ही?
को क्या
हु इज ही?
तकलीफ है?
हु इज ही?
कांग्रेस का नेता है।
नेता मतलब
नेता मतलब नेता है। जैसे
हमारा
आपके
भूपेंद्र
पार्टी-
बड़ा साहब भी तो नेता है, उनको भी निर्णय लेने दो।
नहीं,
तब
वो
आप
स्टेट का निर्णय लेता है।
बस नेता है तो निर्णय
वो
लेने दो।
स्टेट का निर्णय लेता है ना?
देखिए, हमें व्हाट इज आवर पॉइंट दैट वी शुड नॉट अलाउ ए फैमिली टू टेक ए डिसीजन। वी शुड अलाउ ए सिस्टम टू टेक ए
तो
डिसीजन।
उनके पास तो अभी मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी है।
वो है ही, वो खड़गे जी ही है ना साथ में।
मतलब
आप निकालो ना, मैं
अरे
तो बोल
आपने
दिया।
बोला खड़गे जी है, वो तो मुझे भी पता है खड़गे जी है।
आपने-
तो आपको अब
वही है
तकलीफ
ना।
क्या है कि कांग्रेस का एक प्रेसिडेंट है, इलेक्टेड प्रेसिडेंट। आप में तो
नहीं, वही
बीजेपी
है।
में तो इलेक्टेड प्रेसिडेंट भी
मैंने
नहीं
बताया
है।
ना, इलेक्टेड प्रेसिडेंट मीन्स व्हाट? मतलब
जो-
बैलेट करना पड़ेगा।
हाँ जी।
हमारा पार्टी का इतना परंपरा है, हमारा कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं होता है। वी डोंट हैव टू टेक दैट ड्रामा,
That means you do not have
कमीशन
democracy.
फलाना हमारा हो जाता है, बिकॉज वी डू नॉट हैव टू सिलेक्ट इट फ्रॉम ए फैमिली।
बाय द वे, कांग्रेस के जब इलेक्शन हो रहे थे तो जब हार गए शशि थरूर जी, आपने कहा शशि थरूर और उनको समर्थन करने वाले जो भी लोग हैं, दे ऑल विल कम टू बीजेपी। कुछ बात आगे बढ़ी?
वो हो जाएगा, वो भी
हो जाएगा।
कभी
थरूर से भी बात हो रही है?
शशि थरूर से मैं बात नहीं करता हूँ, बिकॉज केरला दूर है। लेकिन
कौन कर रहा है?
असम से जो वोट थरूर जी को मिला है वो हम लोग का पास आ जाएगा।
तो असम वाले आ रहे हैं,
आ जाएगा उसमें कोई।
बाकी थरूर जी से आपका बात नहीं हुआ?
थरूर जी से मैं बहुत दिन बात नहीं किया हूँ।
बहुत दिन नहीं किया?
बहुत कम से, आई थिंक लास्ट आई टॉक 2014।
वो तो बहुत साल हो गए।
हाँ, बस आगे बात नहीं किया, जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ता है ना।
अच्छा, मतलब थरूर जी में आपके पार्टी को इंटरेस्ट नहीं है?
पता नहीं क्या है क्या नहीं, मेरा लेवल का नहीं है।
अभी नेक्स्ट टारगेट कौन सा स्टेट या कौन
आप
सा?
है, सो दैट आई डोंट हैव टू स्पेंड सो मच टाइम।
मैं टारगेट हूँ आपका?
आप आ जाओ बीजेपी में, तब यू विल नॉट आस्क मी सो मच।
मैं इंडिया टुडे में खुश हूँ, बहुत खुश हूँ, क्योंकि मुझे अच्छा जर्नलिज्म करने का मौका मिलता है इंडिया टुडे में। मैं सबको बता दूं कि कभी रोका टोका नहीं जाता है इंडिया टुडे में।
जब जर्नलिज्म खत्म हो जाएगा, बीजेपी में आ जाएगा।
नहीं, मैं पॉलिटिक्स ज्वाइन नहीं करूंगा, ये मैं आपको अभी क्या लिख के दे सकता
देखिए,
हूं।
मुझको अभी डिफेंस करने में वो अपना सफाई दे रहा है।
मैं सफाई नहीं दे रहा हूं, मैं बोल रहा हूं।
चलिए, अभी हो गया।
Thank you, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, for being with us. You have been very candid.
আপোনালোকক সকলোকে অলপ বৰ কৰিলো, বেয়া নাপাব আৰু।
I don't think anybody has been bored here. Thank you so much for being here in India Today. Annie, this was the very first event. 1 second, sir. I would have a photo up with our team members. I would request all the India Today any team members to come here. They would like to have a photograph with the Honorable CM, because this is our first India Today any town hall. I'd request our team members to come forward, please. It's a very young team, and we must all thank Kali Puri, Arun Puri ji, Raj Chengappa ji, all of them supporting India Today Annie and making this happen. This is the first time a national mainstream media has started something specifically for Northeast, to connect Northeast with the rest of the country. This is the small India Today Any team, and I request all of you to log into indiatoday.any.in and send us feedback. Thank you. You have been a lovely audience. Now I'll hand over this to Kelly.
sponsors USTM, Dalmia Cement, Schwarz Bharat, Mission Urban Assam for their wonderful support.